Good morning, good Saturday morning. Mom, I'm alive. She's like, huh? She's outside sitting in the bench. She thought I was talking to her. Well, I said a good morning to her already. I already been busy. Busy, busy, busy. I'm always freaking busy. I just sprayed the models, walked the dog, fed the cats, washed dishes, made mom's bed while she's outside, made coffee, took medication, took a shower. I didn't shave though. I didn't shave. Isaac, what's going on? But at least I got the models. Second, well, it's not technically a second coat. I painted the other side of the model. Well, the pieces. Oh my god. I'm hoping to build the model tomorrow. Start another Trek model to go right in that empty spot right there. Would it go like that? See? Well, I would just have to look. It doesn't. It's hard on the camera light to figure out which way to move the hand. That doesn't even make sense because I know it's there. I should go like this because it's against the wall. Oh my god. It is going. I gotta check the weather. It's cloudy. It looks like it might rain. Official European alerts and satellites. That's new. Where am I? There's a few showers to the northwest. Oh, I hate when it does that. There we go. Hold on. I didn't read it yet, Isaac. I want to check the weather. There's showers. What's the model's projection? Oh yeah, there's definitely showers coming in later. What time is this? Actually, no. This is a long range forecast. That might not hit till tomorrow. But I still could get showers. What the hell's going on over here? Air quality alert. There's definitely storms in here. Oklahoma, well, they could damn use the rain, that's for sure. And our farmer friend can definitely use it too. He's over here. I don't want to say exactly where he's getting well, that's not much. That's gonna miss. Yeah, that's a tropical storm warning. That's gonna miss. But they might still get an effect from it. That's low. That one's curving. It's busy. Alexa, what's the weather for today? Oh, Gaia.
It's 67 degrees and mostly cloudy right now. Today's high
Believe
is
me.
78 with a chance of showers, and it'll feel like 84 later. Tonight might bring a thunderstorm.
Believe me, I know stuff in the background with this whole thing with Corey Good and David Wilcock. I just don't talk about that. That's kept private. I don't necessarily need to watch a documentary when I'm involved in the UFO field and I hear everything that goes on behind the scenes, and it was just insane. Insane. I mean, I'll check it out to see what their perspective is on things, but and that's the whole thing with the Gaia thing. A lot of stress and pressure and financial. I know so many people that have made, and actually, I need to talk to one of them. I know so many people that have been involved with projects. Yeah, I'll go check it out. And how they get screwed over by these companies. I know so many people, and I'm not going to name names, that I have worked with the streaming platforms. And then they make documentaries, and then they get I don't want to even curse, but they get screwed off. I know Peter's dealing with a case. He's still suing. He's still in court. I'll just say one name. And unfortunately, the person that was involved with him passed away, but the family's still involved. Her son. It is crazy, dude. You don't understand how bad it is. A lot of times they'll, let's just say, I'm gonna make a story about the UFO Hudson Valley flat, and I'm gonna do it with Michael Schratt, because that's who I would do it with, and Linda Zimmerman, because they are the ones that did a lot of the research and on the ground work, especially Linda. Yeah, I know who Blake Cousins is. Oh my God, stop it. And his brother. But say we did a project, and we go to say Netflix. Netflix likes the idea. They're capable of taking the idea, screwing us over, our idea, our research, everything, and making their own film based on our research. That's the kind of shit that goes on. That's the kind of bullshit that goes on. And I'm not saying that's the case, but I know somebody who went through exactly that. I'm not talking about Peter either. I'm talking about somebody else. So, a lot. I would say, no, I won't say all. I won't say all UFOs are actually new tech of ours. I can't say that because I know people that are currently in Congress that would disagree with you completely because of what they've seen themselves. And I'll just give a hint, it's a Republican. Seen it, said this is not our technology, this is not from our. So careful when you say all. I try never to say all, like 100%. No, I won't go that far. I would say the vast majority of what people see are natural phenomenon and our technology, or that I will say the vast majority has an explanation. But I'm telling you, from the people I know, I've been involved. Isaac knows this. I've been involved in this shit for decades now. And I know a lot of people even people in DC. So I will never say 100%. I'm just saying. It's just me speaking. I respect your opinion, though. I dehydrated. I respect it. But it's all about access of information. I was in. Oh my God! I'm not even gonna stop talking. It shocks you how you know these people. It's part of my fucking work. You know that, Isaac. No, like I always said, dehydrated. We all have our opinions, and I respect everyone's opinions, though I disagree, like the one you just said. I totally disagree, but that's fine because, we all have our opinions. Now, I will say this. And plus, I know so many fucking people. I mean, yeah, but like when I first found out, oh, okay, you're talking about back in the day. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god. Like, I'll give you an example. See that picture back there? That was a year ago, less than a year. And there's a story behind that. When I went to see the Ancient Aliens live tour with Georgie O'Hare and Nick Pope, God rest his soul. So I met Nick Pope. I interviewed Nick Pope back in 2023 at the Roswell UFO conference. And I interviewed so many. That's why I keep that thing there, because so many people signed it for me that you can't see it. I've got so many wild, incredible signatures on that right there alone. This one. And they all did it for me. It was so nice. I got books of them all signed. I'm a collector of all that stuff. I got it all in the room. Bookshelves full of books that I've got like 4 Travis Walton books. But they all see signs. I've got his posters all over signed. Pictures with Travis and pictures with everybody. Except Linda Moulton Howe. And I've been with her, and I always forget to take pictures with people. It's like, fuck. Because I'm not worried about the pictures. I'm worried about hanging out with them and helping them. And that's what I concentrate on. They're my friends. Or I would say some are associates, because I don't have that close connection like that. But Linda Moulton Howe is my friend. Travis Walton is my friend. There's a lot like that. And they're wonderful people. I can go, the list goes on, and all the people I've engaged throughout the years, and some are assholes. Not everybody, at least in my opinion, But like, I'll give you an example. He was cool. I interviewed David Childress from Ancient Aliens. John Alexander, who's never gives you a straight answer. Never. Oh, shit. I gotta call my buddy. My Native American buddy. Mom's talking to the cats. She's on the phone. Like, I'll give you an example. And I look like trash. I look like fucking trash. I was overweight. Look how big I was. What is your take on this? Do you think that we're going to start to eventually get information coming out to the general public? Because it's all about transparency, and also with that fine line of national security. So in a public hearing, honestly, Nick, I don't expect much, because there's only so much they can talk about in a public setting, not in a classified hearing setting. So do you think the public is going to continue to be disillusioned by the lack of transparency and say, oh, this is another not much to look at kind of a thing with this current whistleblower?
Well, I think there are 2 separate issues here.
Okay. So that's an example. I gotta close the door. She thinks I'm talking to her out there. Oh my God, now I'm so dark. Well, I'm already dark from tan, but... So the story went behind with Nick Pope. And a lot of people question, I love Nick. So last year, I got him to speak at Pine Bush over here for the fair, for the UFO conference. I picked him up at the airport with a friend, dropped him off at the hotel. He invited us to go in and hang out with him, but I couldn't. I had to get back to the house. Then I spent the whole day, picked him up the next day in the morning, just me and him, talking a lot of private stuff. And I tried to ask him questions. He says, Bill, that's classified. I can't talk about it. I was like, oh shit, I think you're going to tell me. But I spent the whole day, fucking great guy. Then he says, Bill, you would go so good to me. I'm gonna give you a treat. I said, what is that? I'm gonna give you VIP tickets for Ancient Aliens, and this upcoming in November. I said, wow, Nick, that's awesome. He kept his word. The tickets were waiting for me when I got there. So I was trying to get Giorgio to speak at Pine Bush. So he arranged for me to meet with Giorgio to talk to him briefly. And so I was the last guy to take the pictures, because that's a standard picture up there. It's like that typical thing, like when you see people take pictures with a band or something like that. They put an X on the floor, walk to the X, stand there, take the picture kind of deal. But I was the last guy, and Nick goes, this is Bill. This is the guy I told you about with Pine Bush. They're great. Nick was helping me promote it, like helping me try to get Giorgio there. Giorgio has his own agent. He doesn't do it himself. He's got an agent, of course. So then I find Nick texts me. Fucking sad. And I think he texted my phone. He didn't text like through Messenger on Facebook. He texted my phone. And he kind of warned me what was coming, and I was shocked. Because we started... Oh my God. I have his message. Okay, so this is about the tickets with Nick. And I have his emails, like for Giorgio and all that. I never spoke to him through email, but I'm not going to even get into the private message, but I said, love you and family always. Godspeed, Nick. I'm always here for you. Then he said, thanks so much. Greatly appreciate it. Then he passed away a few months later. He told me about his health. I was fucking devastated when he told me. Because I didn't see no hints of him being ill when I was with him last year, whether it was in June or November. Then he sends me that text message. Text, not phone. Because I was able to call him anytime I wanted to. It was horrible. That's the thing, man. When people pass away, it's shocking. You know, like, my God. 1 minute you're with them and the next minute they're gone. It's horrible. Linda is so busy. I talked to her a couple of weeks ago. She's so busy, and she's 80 years old, approximately. And she's still a machine. A machine. She still does Ancient Aliens, and she's doing a whole bunch of stuff. So then that's how that picture happened. So like I said, Isaac knows. I know a lot of these people. But like I did a series recently with John Burroughs, another good friend. He's got stuff going on right now. Who is this? Who are you? I like that. I need to accept him. Confirm. Technology in the future is tracking the technology shaping the human future. Oh, definitely we're going to get you. He sent me a friend request on. This guy's a big dude. Oh, I need to contact I gotta message him. Good morning. This is how networking happens. I would love to interview Elon Musk. I have a shitload of questions for him. Not political, all SpaceX related. And AI. And what he's doing with AI. I don't know how much he would say, but I have a lot of questions for Elon. Like, let's just put it this way. SpaceX, Starship, Texas. I would also ask him, have you ever thought about doing this internationally, having other platforms in other areas of the world for SpaceX? For Starship for the future? Not just here in the continental United States, but elsewhere and other locations that may be more hospitable for the conditions, altitude, etc. I have so many questions for him. What do you see as far as the development of SpaceX involvement with the moon? Forget about Mars. I mean, I have so many questions with him. But hold on, I gotta focus on this message. Jesus Christ, pop-ups keep getting away. I also know quite a few people in industry that I can help with an interview arrangement. Have a great weekend and talk soon. Okay, I sent him a message. And I definitely can get him on with numerous people too. Let's see if he bites. He sent me a friend request, so I'm just following up. Like, I could bother John, but it's a little early. John Burroughs, Rendlesham. Now, I truly believe John and what John's experience was. There's no doubt about it. I've worked with him on, Genghis knows this. I worked with John for like 20, I don't even remember how many episodes it was. 22 episodes. We did it last year based on the book that he wrote. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. So, good morning, Amy. Swiper. Moses. Everybody who's popping up in there. Genghis, you watched it, right? The show that I was doing with John last year? Elon met with the governor of Louisiana. That project would probably place a massive spaceport. See, that's what I'm talking about. Assembly plant. Testing facility, roughly 18-mile stretch. Exactly. What did he say? Burroughs, right on. That was an awesome series you did with him, Bill. So he's got something going on, but he's not going to say anything. He's going to tell me to mute. Something's going on with him. And it has to be to deal with the book. I'm gonna fucking bug his ass right now. But this is how it is for me. You don't understand. And it's like that for my buddy Race and others in the field that you just don't understand, and the conversations behind the scenes. He's gonna tell me to mute. I know it. I'm gonna put him on the spot if he picks up. All right, before you say a word, before you even open your mouth, I'm live. Streaming. I saw your messages. Is it anything that you can discuss in public or no?
Which part?
About that something's going on and you might have to step away or...
No, I am actually kind of stepping away right now, yeah.
Is there something we need to talk to about in private, or is there something that you won't even...
Yeah, I can talk to you about it in private. I can't say much in private yet, but I definitely can't say anything public.
I figured that was going to be the case, dude.
Did you see the next Veritas is dropped?
No, I saw. I saw it. I opened it. What is that? What's going on?
It's book 2.
I didn't know you had fucking book 2. You didn't tell me about book 2.
Because it just dropped.
Are you planning to do interviews or anything? You want me to?
We can talk about that off air, but did you see? You didn't see what I put about DeCaro, did you?
No. What
It's
happened?
real. They named.
Remember, I'm live. Just so you know.
No, this is fine. It's on.
Okay.
I gotta post
All
it
right.
on.
Okay.
They named an AI program after him.
What?
The military does on all this stuff with AI and all this stuff. It's called the Chuck.
Get the f out of here.
Go look at my page. And he confirmed it too.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, I sent him an email before I posted it. I said, "Is this real?" Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go look at your page and see what the fuck is going on. So,
We can talk. Yeah. But and then you have to look at the opening of the second book. It's the preface. The first chapter drops on Sunday. So
the first chapter drops on Sunday.
every Sunday, once a week, it's dropping. Yeah.
All right. So, where are you dropping it on?
I'm dropping on my Facebook page right now.
Is that all that you want to drop it on?
Well, that's where I'm going to do it at first, but I've already got over 1,000 views of it overnight. So,
Well, if there's anything I can do to help.
well, let's talk when you got a chance. You're on my list, but I know you're busy, especially during the week. I was gonna get a hold of you, but
Well, you know me with the Iran thing in the morning.
yeah, I know. Yeah, but why? It's the dog chasing his tail, Bill.
Honestly, I think this is my personal opinion. We've been in a ceasefire for like 4 months, right? How long?
That's what they're saying, but there's a lot of shit going.
Oh, there because it's constant. Yeah, but that's like I call it love taps. But I think after the midterms, unless Israel does something or somebody else does something, I think we're gonna wait till after the midterms, and we're regrouping. We're doing a lot of things behind the scenes in production and setting pieces in place, and I think something big might happen after the midterms. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, it could clearly be, especially if they lose both the House and the
Well,
Senate.
I hope that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, here's the question you need to ask and try to find out.
Okay.
Up until this conflict, Israel was always had to sit on the sideline. And what I mean by that, the United States and Israel didn't work together openly. Right?
But Israel would act unilaterally to strike targets in Syria or elsewhere if they had to.
The Yankees edged the
Hold on, John.
Blue Jays 1-1
Alexa, stop.
yesterday.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting the 10 o'clock morning update. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Okay. In other words, like during both Gulf Wars, Israel had to sit out. Okay.
Right.
Any major operation the United States did, Israel was kept on the sideline. They weren't allowed. The Arab world didn't want them involved. They kept things from hitting Israel, so Israel would jump in. Because if Israel jumped in, it would explode. The
Right.
whole Middle East would go to
Exactly.
war, right?
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Alexa, stop.
All of a sudden, epic fury, Israel was in the middle of all of it. They'd started, and then, work with them, and the whole thing went down. All of a sudden, Israel's out of the picture again.
Yeah, because he's trying to negotiate a deal with Iran, and he's trying to not let them throw
No,
something.
but I mean, what I'm saying is Iran isn't even striking Israel, though. That's the point. They're hitting their other.
Right. But that's what they're trying to
They haven't
prevent.
sent a single missile or anything that's been reported towards Israel.
No, but that's what they're trying to prevent, because that'll be a major escalation all over again.
The United States can't prevent anything. Iran's doing whatever they want.
I know.
Why all of a sudden is Israel on the sideline? If
'Cause
you can
that-
answer that, then you'll understand what's going to happen next.
Well, we've debated this for a long time, because Iran always do shit in the game that Israel has to stop. First, it started with attacking Beirut. Then it's about Lebanon, and then it was about fucking withdrawing. They're always throwing something in the game. So the president put pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu to back off, back down. I'm trying to work a negotiation with them, but it seems like there's other stuff going on behind the scenes as well. But now,
But you said all that is true. But Iran's been doing whatever they wanted. They'll shoot at ships.
of course, yeah, they're indiscriminately doing whatever they want for now,
Other countries, why have they left Israel alone all of a sudden?
because they don't want to draw Israel into it.
But they never cared before.
Oh, but they care now. Because maybe, go ahead.
You have to figure out why. That's the key to what's going to happen next. I'm telling you.
I truly believe Israel is going to not sit pat and stand by idly. If they see something and it's something that they need to address, they're going to address it. That's the bottom fucking line, whether we like it or not.
It could be, and you're right about the fact that the United States wants them to tap it down right now. But the point being is the question is why has Iran left Israel alone? That's just their main enemy.
I know that.
Destroy Israel.
Yep. Oh, I know. That's their number one. And now look at what's going on with Turkey and Israel and Syria.
What's going on? I haven't heard
Well,
that.
so Israel struck a air base in Syria. The Turks were allegedly sending military equipment to this air base, and they're still doing it now. And the rhetoric is getting crazy between Israel, like Erdogan and Netanyahu.
Right.
But that's rhetoric. That's common. That's not uncommon in situations.
Yeah, it's true. But again, I was over there, twice, and I talked to some people in these foreign countries. I got to talk with them about some of the politics and stuff. So all I'm getting at is that is an interesting development. Now that you mentioned it, I think I did hear something about Turkey was trying to cause some problems, but I didn't get it in the detail like what you just told me. I'm telling you, the key to this is why is Israel being left alone by Iran, and why are they sitting on the sideline right now? Because whatever's going on with that is going to lead to what happens next.
I agree, but it's also odd because there's an upcoming election. I think I can't remember when in October in Israel for Netanyahu.
Yeah, no, it's the thing. They have an open election.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on at the same time. Do you know what I mean? There's so much going on. So I do think that, first of all, I will say this. It is a delusion. It is a fantasy. We will never make a deal with Iran because they're never going to agree to a deal at the end of the day.
No, but
They'll delay.
the people that won't agree to it will be taken out.
That's the ultimate probably scenario. How long it takes, or the other plan, like the president is currently doing, the economic pressure on Iran, will that force them to capitulate? And
This is the illusion the press is selling you based on.
the president's saying it. He said economic
D-Day.
D-Day.
It's an illusion.
I agree.
Has plenty of money, and they're still getting money. They're back channeling money.
Exactly what I say, John.
There was just an article that was dropped that they're now not sending. They're not even sending their oil through the straits anymore. They've got a pipeline that goes to in another direction.
Yes, I heard that too.
Karg Island is back online, and they're diverting oil from that to the other location.
I've heard that too. And also, in order for this to work, you have to have other countries be part of it. And China already said, "Fuck you, we're not doing this."
But even if they probably involved, all you got to do is look at Cuba and Venezuela in our own neighborhood, and we've been squeezing them for how long, and they still managed to.
I know.
So,
There's always a way. People think that the financial institutions they're clamping down on locking up their assets and as shit. But like you said, because there's other ways, back channels to funnel and get whatever money, financial, logistical support, whatever other ways, and people just don't get that.
Yeah.
They go based what they see on the press and what they're fed. You know what I'm saying? Like Iran is gonna go broke.
The one thing I can say that I think you're spot on after the election, something big's going to happen.
I do agree. And another thing, John, remember before when this all started, at the very beginning, they were talking about the fucking money that was leaving Iran to other countries, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, that they funneled out of the country. Any like resources, anything. It's not like they don't have the fucking money. It's accessible.
They've got enough money to survive. I mean,
Yeah.
The question is, what will the population? How much?
That the people will suffer, John. Always. They don't give a fuck about the people. They only care about the
That's
regime
what it means.
and the IRGC and all that. But anyway, I'm gonna call you probably tomorrow. I got to check out what you put on your Facebook, but we need to talk privately.
Okay, that's cool. Look at it, and then give me a call tomorrow afternoon.
All right, later, bro.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Well, John, that's John Burroughs. He was a security military officer during the Rendlesham incident in 1980, where they experienced something in the woods. And he's a good friend of mine. And you can see that how we communicate. And we do things, privately, I help him, whatever. Like, John, he asked me, like, recently, Bill, can you get me back on with, oh my God, Caravan to Midnight. Oh my God, with John B. Wells. I said, sure, let me make a call. And he just recently, a few weeks ago, was on with John B. Wells, talking about his new book, all that stuff. So any way I can help him, I will. And I have so much respect for that man. And I'll tell you why. He used to do a show with Linda Moulton Howe, Phenomenon Radio. And sometimes I was sitting as the producer, because the main producer was busy, he, couldn't do it. And I got to know John. This is years ago. And the one thing I can say about John Burroughs, he's upfront, he's direct, as you can tell, he's in your face, and he's going to give you his opinion, and I know that it's not covered with bullshit. It's as simple as that. It's pure. It is what it is. What John tells me, it is what it is. I don't even doubt. It's his opinion. And some other things are, different. Like the things that he's involved with. Like, I'll give you an example. This is true. He's on the record. They asked him to go to one of the UAP hearings. He said no. Because he didn't like the conditions that were set for him to go appear. He wanted a certain lawyer. Lawyers need clearance. All this shit. And John is like, And John also won't, I'm not speaking for him, but John will not do anything unless there's absolute evidence and he gets access to things related to him. And if it's put out to the public and it's declassified, which it should be, the whole Rendlesham thing should be declassified, by the way. And don't wait till these people are no longer with us. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's open it up. So he's not an idiot. I think a lot of these people know better now to come forward. And you have no idea. I was in Roswell in 2023 when I was interviewing Nick Pope. We already knew. Actually, it was even before that. We already knew who the whistleblower was, the first one. But we were not supposed to tell anybody. Then it was leaked before it was official by somebody who wanted to get a clickbait fame to put it out there, whatever. But a few of us knew who it was. And I'll never forget, because I gave a hint. It was originally supposed to come out in an article on the Washington Post, I believe, but it didn't. It ended up coming out on another platform, which I can't remember which one it is, and I know it, I just can't think of it. And it was funny because Greer, the night before on News Nation, there was a segment based on the whistleblower. The next day, Greer's doing something on Disclosure. Literally the next day. But someone who's no longer with us contacted me, and I can get Tom Reed on the phone because he was here in the house, and called me and said, we're working with Congress to try to add more protections for the whistleblower or whistleblowers. That turned out to be true. And I'm not going to say, because I'm not going to do that. It got to the point where the people that are coming forward at these hearings, one, don't want to do it anymore, no matter what protections they're given, because they're going to be attacked. And they know it. By the media, they're going to go after their credibility. And worse, what Lou Elizondo said is true. The intimidation, the threats, everything that these people have to undergo if they appear at a hearing to talk about shit. So a lot of people don't want to come forward because they don't want to go through that. They're living their lives in peace. They have family. I mean, you can't even imagine what these poor people go through. Why would you want to go put yourself through that? Now, here's my other thing. Yeah, I'm not touching the Greer topic. I'm not even going to comment on it. What's up, Josh and Ghost and Amy? So, that's another story between the two factions. And this is a while back, of attacks. The pro-Elizondo side, the anti-Elizondo side. This goes back, but I'm not going to get into that. Because that was another thing. But anyway, it is my opinion. All these hearings are bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. This is my opinion. All these documentaries are bullshit. And you might say, Bill, how could you say that? Simple. Show us evidence when they're talking. It's like they'll put a general up there or this person, like, to be impressing people, like, wow, this person's got incredible credentials. Wow, their credibility cannot be questioned because of their position. Or what was their position? Former this, former that, this. I'm like, wow, it's interesting. Where's the evidence? It's all talk. I'm tired of the talk. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm not impressed. It's simple as that. Show me something to back it up. Show me some evidence. Show me some documents. Show me anything. But I don't want to hear another fucking story. I'm tired of stories. Show me. Back it up. You say this, back it up. Back it up with something. At least something so that we know that there's some truth to what they're saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then they do this recreation, illustrations, AI illustrations, or what? I don't believe that until I know that there's something tangible and evidence to go back that up. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm tired of it. The one thing that it's effective, these documentaries and this hearing, is maybe that the public that it doesn't know the topic that much becomes more interested in it. Because I think that's a lot of it too. It's the play. For those that really don't pay attention to it, to just put it out there and try to garner their attention on this. Which I don't think a lot of people care right now. Right now, like you see these docs they drop in the background, I've got them all. I haven't even opened the last one. I don't expect to see nothing there, to be honest. And then they'll see something like, wow, this is a UAP, this is that, this is this. This is the fucking holy grail. No, stop it. Stop it. Right now, people are focused on everything that's going on that's important to them. If things were more settled and stable, then that might garner more attention. But right now, that's not on the radar. People are focused on other things right now, obviously. It's a curiosity. It might be fun for some people. But right now, that's not on the top of the priority list for many of us. So, unless it's a distraction that something's put out there, say, holy shit, what is this? As a distraction, that's different. But I'm going to tell you this right now, because I check certain platforms, certain people, the numbers overall are dropping. And any of these podcasts and all this other stuff related to the UFO stuff, it's dropping. That's a sign that people are not tuning in. Why? Because they're focused on other things that are more important to themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk about that person, because I knew Dan Willis. He passed away. He's a good friend of mine. He was at the 2001 disclosure thing with Greer. That was excellent, what was going on then. Actually, I think they cut the feed. It was supposed to be broadcasted on CNN and all that. They cut the feed. It was crazy. There's a story behind that. But then things got a little woo. And then it came down to this. And I'm saying, and I'm not going to get into it, because I don't like talking about others. I don't like drama. And I'm not a gossipy person, like to put people down or whatever. That's everybody else. I have my own personal opinions. I'm going to keep them to myself about certain things. But it's so frustrating. It is very frustrating. And then the whole, oh my God. Like I said, I could talk about this all day. This is not the time. But all the bullshit, classifications, congressional access, skiffs, need to know, unacknowledged or acknowledged, the classification. It is sick how they will block. Now, who do you think is worried about the access and seeing who's involved, whether it's contractors, aerospace? This is the thing. There are so many people that were former military or former this. They're all involved. And when they retire, they get into these companies and groups, and there's a lot of fucking names. And where's the money? Let's do an audit. You can't do an audit on certain things. This is so deep. I mean, it would take hours to break it down, but you start with the 1952 Atomic Energy Act. Then, what the fuck did they do? They changed it. I don't know if it was 2 years ago. They changed the wording and they made it more specific, because they knew what was going on how they were trying to get access to information, Congress. So they figured out a way to block Congress from getting access to the information. This is so deep, and you want to talk about deep state, and I'm not a conspiracy person. This is fucking deep state. We talk about the money. Where is the money coming from for these black project programs? Where is it coming from? Where is it? There's no audit. There's no oversight. That's what frustrated a lot of people, Republicans in the House, when they had these hearings for the Oversight Committee. They were pissed. Oh my God! What? What happened? What do you want me to do? You want to go where? No. No. Nothing. No. Come back inside. Again. No, I never met Gree in person. I've heard stories about people who know him and I'm not going to talk about, like I said. Good morning, Navy Mom. The SAPs is something you should look into. I would start with the 1952 Atomic Energy Act. And it's specifically when it comes to acknowledged and unacknowledged SAPs. The special access programs. You should start there if you're interested. See how they changed it. It is fascinating. Alexa, exactly. Bong. It's in the movie Independence Day. At one point...
Oh, you're talking about that classic alien invasion.
No, Alexa, stop.
I
remember a story I read years ago about a Navy mug that would cost over $1,000. I'm like, how does a fucking mug cost over $1,000? How? And what is it made of gold? I mean, what the overrun, you know what I'm saying? Where does the money really go to? The price tags of these things. Does it really cost to produce it that much? Where's the rest of the money trickling to? And not even trickling, pouring. Alexa, tell me a little bit about unacknowledged SAPs. Oh shit.
Unacknowledged Special Access Programs, or USAPs, are ultra-secret defense projects whose very existence is classified and officially denied. They operate beyond standard top-secret clearance, with no public budget or paper trail. Some speculate unidentified aerial phenomenon-related data or technologies may be hidden inside these black programs.
Boom! That's why I said start with that. You want to do some digging and homework? Start with that. Sorry, I got an alcohol pad and I got to do my shot. We're done. Manjaro. Done for the day. So that would be a start for you people if you're interested. I'm giving you the starting trail. Just because a person has clearances doesn't mean they can see exactly. And not just that, you have to have certain levels of clearance, which a lot of congressional people do not have. So that's why, I don't know if it was Nancy Mapes or Luna during a hearing said, and we've got to stop this ultra classification of documents so that we can't get access to it. It's like they're purposely making stuff at a higher level of classification so congressional members can't go into a SCIF and see them. Forget about the need to know. That's what I'm talking about. I was just talking about the need to know. But it's other things going on too. It's unbelievable. It's and I'm done. I don't want to get crazy with this. Exactly, all up in here. And also, they're very slick that a person has very limited access specifically to what they're working on or whatever clearance they have to. They don't know what else is going on. It's just access to what they're doing specific. But they don't make the connection to how this is involved in the whole. They're just a part, so they don't have any idea what the hell is going on in the other areas involving what they're working on. Does that make sense? So they don't know. They only know what they're allowed to know. Like all up in you said. It's job specific. That's it. It's not like they'll have access with that same classification to another aspect of the same project. It's only what they're in, and that's how they do it. They keep everybody separated so that there's nobody. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, man. So anyway, I'm done. Like I said, this could be a crazy conversation all day. But somebody started this. You have the elected government, then you have the real government. Remember, you're dealing with civilians. Their elected officials are civilians. But someone's holding this down for the actual security of the country moving forward. I mean, I'm just saying. And that's true. Because they know in 4-8 years, this one's gone or that one's gone, but they have to keep everything going. They don't need to know. They'll be gone. But we have to continue. Example that TS, that would be in a room full of crypto equipment, could not be in there alone and couldn't touch anything but the piece of the equipment I was working on. I was, John. I'm still live.
Put me on mute for just a second.
Okay, that's an update. So this is what's going to happen now. That was John again. This is the plan, tentatively speaking. On Sunday nights, because he's got a second book out. He's dropping chapters. On Sunday nights, from 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern, we're going to be doing something together here on mine, YouTube and stuff, and on his Facebook, all that. He and I are going to do a 1 hour review of the chapter, and he's working on a lot of things, and he wants to get the information out. So for those that are interested, keep an eye, because it looks like something's going down soon. Oh shit. This is what I worry about with the door. Between John and I are going to do something together. So if you're really interested in this stuff, you might want to definitely tune in. See, so it'll be Sunday evenings. We're working on it. That was what that call was about. 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern, and he's got a lot to discuss. And I hate to do it to him because he's tired of repeating and regurgitating. We might have to do a special 90-minute one, so people who understand and get a background on who John Burroughs is. Because I hate to do it to him because he's said it thousands and thousands and thousands of times, but a lot of you just may not know exactly who he is and his involvement directly with the Rendlesham incident in the UK, Christmas 1980. On multiple nights. So get ready for that. We're going to work on this. And it's going to happen soon. Not tomorrow. But maybe by next week, John and I are going to be doing stuff together. For those that are interested in the UFO, AI stuff. Because he just told me something that's fucking mind-blowing. That's why he told me to mute. Anyway, good morning, Navy Mom. Good morning, Will. I will do this, though, because I think this is relevant. We need to play a certain song of mine. Just one. Well, actually, I would play 2 or even 3, but 1 for right now. Because I think it's significant to what's going on currently. And it's connected to other songs and topics, a topic that is part of this song, and it's this one. To all those on the Lincoln.
The dawn of a new day, many sunsets viewed, yearning for loved ones, uplifting one's mood. It's time to set course. Travels take us west, a final journey ahead, time for a well-deserved rest, waiting on shore, people gather around, waving flags of our country, loud cheers on board and ground. grace for all you do. Our loved ones coming home. Tears of joy for all. Parents, spouses, and children. Some begin to fall. Others stand cheering, recording on their phones, saluting all our heroes. Patriots, welcome home.
Navy Mom, I can't wait to play that song when your son is coming home. But that's dedicated right now to all those service members on the USS Lincoln. Welcome home. When they're on the way, so. Whew! Yeah. So, and I hope that not just family members or friends or neighbors, I hope every time someone is coming back from theater or service, period, that it's also patriots of this country supporting our military there as well. If I lived in Norfolk or other places like San Diego, whatever, I would be one of those people out there cheering them. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I would freaking, not to exploit it, because you want privacy also, I would film it and live stream it or record it to show that moment. Because I think that's an important moment. As patriots. And showing thanks for service. Not just to them, but their family members too. Do you know what I mean? Oh God, she's out there talking. I can't hear this. So I wish that I was there. I wish I was there where Navy Mom is when her son is, when he comes home. You know what I mean? That's, look what all up in you said. I remember coming home from cruise and waiting to see who was waiting for me, yeah. And you know what? Some of them don't have anyone waiting for them. But the American people are waiting for you. See what I'm saying? Change the topic, but how's your forecast looking for the lunar eclipse this Thursday? Is it visible here? Alexa, can I view the lunar eclipse on Thursday at my location here? I'm not aware of it.
Yes, you'll see it tonight in Newburgh. The
Not
partial
in
lunar
tonight.
eclipse starts around 9:23
Alexa, stop.
p.m.
What is up? Okay, time out. Time out. I'm not aware about this lunar eclipse. I have a telephoto lens. I would have to swap the lenses, but I can definitely do it. And with my zoom on that camera, oh my God, and when I got the motor mount so I can move it, you can see a blood moon lunar eclipse. It's a partial lunar eclipse. The entire United States. And it'll turn a spooky shade of red. Is it a full? The action is to kick off Thursday, August 27th. The viewing zone covers all of North America, but the eastern half of the U.S. will see most of the dramatic version of the eclipse. Holy shit, I've got to see this. Oh, thanks for putting this to my attention. Oh, hell yes. If the weather cooperates, full eclipse. Oh, shit. 96%. 9:38 p.m. Eastern. It'll start and end around 3:01. So when's the maximum? But the best view to view it will be at the eclipse maximum. Here it is. Eastern, 12:12 a.m. There's the maximum. Oh, definitely. Alexa, what's the weather for Thursday?
Thursday's looking humid with a high of 79 and a low of 65. Expect an afternoon thunderstorm
That's
with
okay.
a chance of more late at night.
That's fucked. But that could change. I don't trust forecasts. I have to wait till like the night before, day before, with radar, satellite imagery. I don't trust it. Oh my god, another event that I'm gonna get clouded in. Oh, I gotta set up the camera. Not yet. Thursday, afternoon, evening rain. As long as it's clear for night. It's saying cloudy right now. That could change. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the weather. That sucks if it's cloudy. Wow. Thank you, Isaac. If it's clear, I'll throw on the telephoto lens, zoom it, and I'll definitely cover it. There's no question. Because I definitely have the right camera for that. See, Mark's telescope is out west. It's not going to work. And I don't think he's got anything on Connecticut. And plus he's here. He's going to suffer from the clouds too. We'll see. I don't think the weather will affect you seeing the moon. If there's clouds and if it's raining, I'm not putting my equipment outside. This is not going to happen. And I've got a filter in between that camera lens and the sensor. So we'll see. For luck, maybe there'll be a break. And I don't trust weather predictions 5 days out anyway. Models are models. Now, if it's 2 or 1 day before, then I got a better idea of accuracy, but not. You know how many times they say severe thunderstorms, and I'm looking at the radar and the satellite imagery, and I'm like, no, not here. Matter of fact, I don't think all year we've had a severe thunderstorm where I'm at. They've been to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, but not here. Thank God. So I check real time. That's just a forecast. The forecast will change tomorrow. Now, if I do it this way, with the Euro model, because a lot of them use the American for some crazy reason, they use the American. Dude, anybody, if you're on the East Coast, especially Thursday night, if it's clear, you need to go out there and watch this. Have a great one, Tammy. Good morning, Debs. Yes, true. But you also want to get the maximum. So I'm going to look at this. Hawaii, thank God. This is going south and west. But they'll still get tropical storm effects, possibly. Especially on the Big Island. Well, we can go into that right now. Like, they need more rain. See, it's brushing it. And it's weakening. So, a close call for Hawaii, but it looks like they are going to be okay. This one is definitely, this could be something serious for Taiwan. See that white? That's a typhoon that is strengthening and strong there. This, see, now it looks like it's weakening. Oh shit, it's not going to Taiwan anymore? See how the models changed? Oh. But it weakened. It's weakening as it approaches Taiwan. But that has to be monitored and watched. What if it doesn't? They're getting hit with a typhoon. Now, it could be like, we'll put it as a Cat 1. Maybe a Cat 2, but it looks like a Cat 1 to me. But if it looks like this, with these whites, that's bad. So this needs to be watched for Taiwan. That's a direct blow. Thursday. Direct. Forecasted. Euro. American, let's see what the American is saying. American has it close. A little bit more to the north. But still hitting it. Bullseye. So both models are agreeing that this is going to impact Taiwan. And this is, this is 5 days out. When you see the models agree like that, the two main models, you could pretty much say that looks like something's going down. Japan, this is 2 weeks out. Don't trust it, but this could be an issue for Japan. But this will change. It's too far out. All right, let's focus on this. This is curving out. Yeah, that's curving. Bye-bye. All right, let's concentrate on Thursday. See this system. Moisture coming off the Atlantic. That's clouds. Now that could be good. Let's go a little bit later. I might just get lucky based on the model. Oh, that is definitely better than what they're saying on the weather forecast models. When you see the greens, it's moisture. When it's blue like this, it's drier. This could be good for Thursday. We're going to have to keep an eye on the models. And I've got the equipment to cover it, so we're just going to have to monitor. It looks like Florida could be, they got a lot of, look at this. Yeah. Where are you? Okay. I changed your sheets, your bed, everything. On your bed. I fixed your bed. Anyway. Thank you, Isaac, for bringing this to my attention. Oh, wait a minute. All up in you. Did you make the honey garlic stuff with the pork loin? You didn't fill me in. What happened?
What garlic?
No, I'm talking to people online, Ma. Live.
I thought you were talking about me.
No. I'm talking to them.
Poor people. That is so.
Here, you wanted one?
What?
What did you ask me for? Didn't you ask me for something? Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna sit out there.
No, I don't blame you. Sit outside before it rains.
Not on every year I
You
see.
saw all the beautiful clothing down? Oh my.
Every year I see these girls. Every year, Billy.
Who?
There's two girls in front of the house.
Where?
Right here next door. This last year and everything. I don't know. Maybe some how you call that? What do you call that? Like they believe in something like that. You know, like I don't know. But that's what's weird. I said, what the hell? This girls do that every year.
Who's leaving? Isaac. I'm glad you got a heads on the eclipse. I really enjoyed the UFO talk. I'll see you y'all tomorrow. Have a great one, Isaac. Have a great weekend. It was good? Good. I'm glad you liked it. I was expecting a little bit more than good, though. I love it. I'm going to do it today with chicken. I think my sauce wasn't thick enough, but more honey. More honey. When it doesn't look thick enough, add honey. Honey will thicken it. When it looks loose like that, honey. Honey will thicken it. Just add more honey. That's the trick. Just add more honey. It'll thicken. You know, see how thick honey is? It's going to make it thicker. Just add more honey next time. Have plenty of honey on hand. That's pretty much, dude. Trust me, it's your first time. You just got to get used to making the recipe. Add some Chinese sauce that tastes the same. There you go. I buy that too. I buy in the international section, they have it's already made. Oh my God. It's so good. That's when I make the Chinese chicken with the Chinese vegetables.
Nigga, what's that on the ground?
Oh my God. I don't know, Mom. I'll go out later.
Look at it.
I'm not going to go look at it right now. I'm live. I'll check it out later. I use those sauces because they got the teriyaki, they got the garlic, they got the orange, they got everything. It's freaking amazing. I'll be right back because Mom is doing things. You gotta be careful with Tycho. He's got something. What has he got?
No.
And he just went with it under the bed. What the fuck did he take?
No, come on, Bill. How can he get? How would he get something and put it under the bed?
He's got something.
He's sneaky.
He's sneaky, for sure. What did you say? What's on the floor? One of your boots. Here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go outside so I can lock the door. Or, not lock it, but just make sure it's closed for him. Alright, you're good. Enjoy it because it's gonna rain soon. Yeah. And cook it till it thickens. Yeah, keep stirring it until it thickens. You have to. Trust me, you'll get used to it. But like you said, there are sauces that you could buy to mimic that same flavor. Oh my God. Mom, I'm busy right now. What is it? What? Oh, that's my thing I used to lay in the pool. The float. Actually, I gotta go check something out here. That's still tacky. So as I was showing them last night, I spray painted the model again this morning early. I drilled the holes for this because I'm working on this model now. Look at all the holes I had to drill. Look at that. That's a lot of fucking holes for the model, for the lights. So it's still a little tacky, but look at, you don't understand what it's like to make the holes with a drill bit. It is cray. But I got to keep an eye on it because I sprayed all the pieces. But probably today's a busy sports day for me. Tomorrow is the Indy race in DC, coverage begins on Fox at 11:30 a.m. I told you about that with the Rose of Sharons. We have so many flowers back there. Okay. What are you guys saying now? My specialty is ribs, tri-tip. The smoker is the way to go, like he's saying. Smoker is the way to go. Oh. I just took him out before I came on. He's just too much. Oh my God, would like to see Tusi's mom crash his videos. Could you imagine? How long? Oh yeah. Oh, I use butcher paper a lot, but people have their own different ways of using cooking in the smoker. That's a whole... I'm telling you, Navy Mom, a person that has a smoker becomes addicted to it. Hi, my baby. How's the baby? You are the baby. Mr. Spoiled. You are my baby. She doesn't understand that I'm live and she's trying to talk to me while she's sitting in the backyard. It's impossible. Anyway. Let's see what's going on. I'm afraid to hit Telegram. Oh my God, there's so many. I missed so many overnight. We'll just go to the newest. Iranian politician Ebrahim Razaei, whatever his name is, claimed that U.S. aircraft and fuel tankers are currently stationed at airports in Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE and elsewhere. They have turned their homes into enemy bunkers. They shouldn't complain later. They're threatening them. And he actually posted it on X, I'm assuming. Typical. It's typical. It has been reported that American enemy aircraft and fuel tankers are present at airports in Qatar, Kuwait, the Emirates, and beyond. They have turned their homes into enemy bunkers. They shouldn't complain later. So they're threatening them if they get hit. They've done it in the past. What the fuck is now any different from the past? I say, duh. And their TV, I'm not even going to get into their propaganda. They're trying to say about the prices of gas here. Not even going to go there. It's total propaganda. Holy shit. No, Mom, I'm live. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else. Oh my God. Allegedly, an Israeli reporter is claiming that these are a bunch of illegals coming into Spain. This video clip.
¿Dónde están estos? ¿Dónde están estos?
Holy shit. And the people on the beach are like, what the fuck is going on? Now, what I want to do I want to snapshot this. Screenshot. It would be pixelated, but I wonder who's on board that. Jumping off. This is the claim by an Israeli reporter. Now I'm going to take a screenshot. I want to see if we can try to see that more clearly. See the kind of shit? Think about the same thing going on in the UK too. They're mowing the lawn on the property 2 properties away, because I'm the one that does next door, so it's not next door. And I'm not doing it till Monday. All right. I'm just looking to see trying to zoom in to see who they are, like trying to identify what ethnicity this is. But it, like I said, it's pixelated, and they all start jumping off. That's literally an invasion. That's my interpretation. That's a fucking invasion. Sorry, but that's just the way I look at it. This Turkey thing, so you want to hear, this is an Israeli reporter's synopsis on the United States strategy regarding the Strait. And it does make fucking sense. And actually, in a good way. How the U.S. is breaking Iran's grip on the Strait of Hormuz. For years, Iran built a myth around the Strait of Hormuz that it could close the critical waterway and that America would be unable to stop it. The U.S. was initially caught unprepared, but while much of the world was talking about an unbeatable Iranian blockade, CENTCOM and the U.S. Fifth Fleet were quietly dismantling it. Iran never needed to sink every tanker. Its strategy was to hit enough ships to frighten shipping companies, crews, and insurers away. It relied on 5 tools: mobile radars, drones, cruise missiles, fast boats, and naval mines. Don't get me started with the fast boats. CENTCOM responded with a strategy of systematically blinding Iran. Large Iranian radar installations were relatively easy to destroy. Iran then relied on the mobile radars mounted on trucks that would briefly activate, locate ships, and disappear. But every transmission exposed them. U.S. forces systematically hunted these radars and other sensors. Hundreds of precision strikes gradually degraded Iran's ability to detect and target ships in the Strait. At the same time, unmanned vessels searched for the shipping lanes for naval mines and neutralized them. Eventually, the Fifth Fleet declared the southern route near Oman cleared of mines. Then came the convoys. Tankers and merchant ships began moving through the southern corridor under the protection of the Aegis-equipped Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. The convoys reportedly sailed mainly at night with the transponders switched off, making them much harder for Iran and civilian tracking services to locate. From above, drones and Apache helicopters provided additional protection, including APKWS guided rockets capable of engaging drones and other threats. Washington also reportedly provided financial guarantees to participating ships, helping offset soaring insurance costs and convincing shipping companies to return. And it worked. More than 8 million barrels of oil per day are reportedly moving through the Hormuz again. Add pipelines and alternative export routes, and estimates put total Gulf exports at roughly 10 to 13 million barrels per day. That's still below the roughly 21 million barrels that moved through the Hormuz before the war, but enough together with change in global supply and demand to prevent the catastrophic energy crisis many predicted. Oil prices have risen, but nowhere near the prediction of 150 plus per barrel and global economic depression. Iran's strategy depended on fear. Blind its sensors, clear its minds, protect the tankers, reduce the financial risk, and the blockade begins to collapse. Iranian blockade. The war against Iran is not over. Ultimately, victory will only come when the Ayatollah regime fails. But the battle for Hormuz appears closer than ever to being decided. Iran tried to hold the world's energy supply hostage. America is systematically breaking its grip. Fact, 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 fact. In my opinion, everything that he wrote is fact. Because somebody was bringing this up, I don't know who it was in chat, about the ghost ships getting through. That's a fact, because I did the research and I showed the graph. There is a lot of vessels getting through. Because they're shutting their AIS off. Call it their transponder tracking. It outweighs, in the graph that I showed, it outweighs the amount that are going the Iran way. On the record. Visible. And also on the record that are going through the Oman route is small. But add that little piece along with the ghost ships, let's call them, it is significant. Plus what the United States is providing, Venezuela, others, it's offsetting the threat from Iran, and Iran knows this. I like when I read stuff like that, but somebody brought this up in chat, I can't remember who it was, yesterday or the day before, and they were spot on. Spot on. That's a lot of money for that Artemis. If I would do something like that and I'd put it on its own shelf. That's a Lego. I'm not a fan of Lego though, but that's a cool one, CB. All right, hold on. Let me see what else is going on. That's actually a really valid analysis. Okay, so now he's talking about Turkey. Remember, this is an Israeli reporter. I'm not big on Lego. I did a Lego it wasn't Lego brand, but a Lego type battleship over there. That shit was so hard, but it's not like a Lego. This was sick. I never want to do one of those again. My battleship. It's 3 feet long. That was a nightmare building that model. You mess up one piece, it messes up the entire model. You have to take it apart. You know how many times I had to take it apart and put it back together because I messed up on putting it together? Oh my God, that was a nightmare, that ship up there. It takes up the whole shelf. It looks beautiful. No lights on it because that's not. But let me just read to what he's writing. Turkey occupied Gaza for 400 years, never offered independence. Turkey massacred 1.5 million Armenian Christians. To this day, never acknowledged this genocide. Turkey was neutral and profited from war against greatest evil in history, German Nazism. This is coming from the Israeli reporter, his perspective. Turkey has occupied 37% of EU member Cyprus since 1974. Turkey has suppressed aspirations of tens of millions of Kurds. Turkey jails political dissidents and journalists. Turkey hosts Hamas and other terrorists. Turkey conspires with radical anti-Western Muslim Brotherhood. And we're supposed to take morality lessons from Erdogan and company? Give me a break. And that was from David Harris in X. And then they put a graph here about other areas. 6 bloodiest six bloodiest conflicts since 2000. Again, reach your own conclusions. Syria, Iraq, Darfur, Yemen. Oh shit, that's the other one. Congo, Ethiopia. So they put this graph. Again, this is coming from an Israeli reporter, just to put it in context. Okay, so this is what they're putting. This is the last post that he put up. The number of active U.S. refueling aircraft near the Strait of Hormuz originating from Ben Gurion Airport indicates that the United States is attempting to facilitate the passage of a number of oil tankers through the Omani corridor in the Strait of Hormuz. No shit, Sherlock. You just figuring that out now? Give me a break. They're pathetic at times, really. Pathetic. Now, I'm going to cook soon. I am going to cook soon. Reports indicate that Jordanian authorities are establishing a security buffer zone around the Muwakkar Air Base by evacuating numerous homes and business surrounding the base with the aim of protecting the U.S. forces stationed there. So meanwhile, other things are going on. Axios, citing U.S. officials, reports approximately 40 oil tankers passed through the Strait of Hormuz traveling between the Omani and U.S. routes on Friday night. 40. This represents roughly 16 million barrels of oil. Oh, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Again, take this with a grain of salt because I can't verify, but this is the claims. Axios is stating. Again, it was Barak Ravid on Axios that said that. Just to give you a little background who reported it. I'm checking everything. Canadian Prime Minister, we cannot accept the offer from the United States and we will not accept its demands. That's that whole thing with the tariffs and trade. Again, talk is talk. Action speaks louder than words. It's one thing to say something. Talk is cheap, pretty much. To add on to that, Canada has suspended trade negotiations with the United States, citing unacceptable last-minute changes that were unfair and called into question the reliability of the deal. Prime Minister Carney has instructed Canada to impose reciprocal tariffs against the United States. And again, Iran's talking about withdrawing from the NPT, which is not, they've been saying that. Some very interesting things might happen regarding Iran's adherence to the Non-Proliferation Treaty. No, they've been saying that for God knows how long now. And And a lot of them are talking about this F1 settlement plan. What is it F or E? E1. What is this E1 settlement plan that they're talking about that Israel's trying to do? It's the West Bank. Wow. They continue to do it. Then these Arab countries are never going to agree to anything unless Israel does a two-state solution. So this is definitely going to undermine anything with relations with the Arab. 8 nations reject Israel's E1 settlement plan over Palestinian contiguity. E1 settlement plan east of occupied East Jerusalem. Foreign ministers of the UAE, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Jordan, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Turkey emphasized the ongoing settlement activities violate international and relevant UN resolutions. Because this is what they're sticking to. So keep an eye on this too. Just saying. There's so much going on. Okay, this is Iran International. This is 9 hours ago, but still. Iran wants a deal, Trump says, but not yet the right deal. U.S. pressure is mounting with new sanctions to be detailed Monday. Iran oil loadings down sharply. Hormuz shipping still disrupted and Tehran divided over ending the war. Oh my God. That's sad just in itself. Ugh. Mom, what is it? I'm busy. Okay, so they're trying to stay neutral. What about your airspace? That would not allow its territory to be used to attack Iran or any other country. Well, that's also that. Any other country. What about the Iranian-backed proxies that are attacking Saudi Arabia out of Iraq? Yes, Martin. Why are we using clothes we got from the aliens all up in here? Oh, so they got a little money claiming that they're getting $7.5 billion during the lifting of the blockade. Now, how do we know? This could be such bullshit. It actually doesn't even look real. It doesn't even look real, the background. It looks phony. That looks AI to me. To be honest, that looks fucking AI to me. I ain't buying it. That looks AI all over the place to me. I'm not buying that. So there's so much bullshit. Here's CENTCOM. F-15 fighters, jets fly over the Middle East. U.S. forces have redirected 68 commercial ships, disabled 3 and boarded 2. That was yesterday. And basically, that's the latest. There's not much else going on right now. I need a mission, Bill, on Modern Warfare 2. I played a little last night, but I was so tired. I can't really concentrate on what you're saying, Mom. She's trying to talk to me while I started. Martin, I started it already. You weren't here. I don't even know where I left off last night on Modern Warfare 2. I think I remember a little bit. We were chasing Hassan. He crossed over the border from Mexico. And I chased him into like a house, and then there was an ambush. Oh God, that game, I never played it, and it's good. I like it. I have like a few of the Call of Duty games. I just don't play them. Isn't that sad? That's kind of sad. But see, that was the last game I was playing. I just don't know what I'm up to. I'm not going to play this right now. I just want to see where I'm at. 4 is happening right now. The beta. Okay, cartel protection. So I'm not going to mess with this. That's where I left off. But I'm surprised. Guys, like I said, I've never played this. I'm surprised how good the graphics are for an old game. To be honest, the fucking graphics are really good. Oh, that's my guys. I don't want that gun. See, this is not good. But I gotta hit the volume. I can't play like this. But yeah, this game has decent graphics for an old game. Damn. Is that my guy? Yeah. Oh shit, they're getting fired upon from this side. But this is pretty good. I'm not gonna play it now. Oh, that's my guy. I almost hit friendly fire. How come I don't have a flashlight? Fuck that.
Room clear. No sign of Hassan. Not yet. Clear. What happened to the families here? The cartel brings violence.
I don't like to play without a headphone
They're ready
on.
to move.
Oh my god, I almost fired. Oh, I don't need another scope. I really don't.
So, check the lock on that door.
It's a good game, though. I'll say that.
Víctor 2, este es 1-1. Despliega humo. Estamos mudando al exterior.
I know. I was thinking about 4. I was thinking about 4,
Your
dude.
family, Alejandro.
But it's a limited beta play.
Protect
I
them.
want to save the game. I want to get out of here.
Let's move.
I'm not even listening to it. It's like I just playing it.
This is where they were hiding Hassan. Like resistance. Todos los equipos listos para contención. Preparen para abrir brecha. Avanza, avanza. Despejado. No Hassan. Second deck. Sí, vamos. Let's move upstairs and get Hassan. Holding upstairs. So, stack up on the stairs.
Oh shit! I got him.
He's in this room. I got him. Move in.
Come on, peek up. Is he gone? I don't think so. Maybe he is.
Secure the room. I'll cover.
He is.
We got Hassan cornered. Get in there. Clear, no Hassan. Todos son Víctors. El edificio blanco está seguro. Negativo con Hassan. Entendido. They must have moved them. When? Recently. Quds Force, that's his flag. He was here. Alejandro is intel.
This might be a good place to stop.
Comandante, el ejército está aquí.
Good place to stop.
What is it?
Let me stop. But yeah, Modern Warfare 4.
Reinforcements. Negative. 03, se trocedan ya.
Oh, it's right there. This one. Yeah, it's running now. It's actually running right now. Without needing the pre-order, yeah. Next weekend. But yeah, I see it right there. This is going to be intense. They're always intense.
In this war, there are those loyal to nothing but victory. Across nations, hostile alliances emerge.
That's my favorite character, Ghost. Did you see
Hunt
California
your
ban
adversaries.
certain replacements as I didn't not see that. This is not free.
Secure your arsenal. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
It's a lot of early
Pre-order
access
the Vault
stuff.
Edition now in the open beta.
Beta. Like Martin said. Because there's something going on right now. See? Pre-order early access runs from the August 21st to 25th. And then open beta is exempt for all players, the 28th to the 1st. But it's going to, it doesn't really officially come out till. I have other games on the radar before I even do that, to be honest. There are other games before that happens. Before Modern Warfare 4 officially comes out. And that's Halloween for me and Ace Combat 8. Those are top priorities for me. GTA when it comes out. This one. But right now, that's not on my priority list, to be honest. I have others focused on. Anyway, I'm going to bail because I gotta pay mine to mom. I have to cook. I've got the Yankee game to watch at 1, and I've got the Giants game to watch partial at 4. So I'm going to be busy doing things. And the model. More parts are coming today. I may start the model tonight. And I may go live as I'm building it. My priority should be to open the straight. Oh my God. But I like the way, like I said, I don't even know. I have so many Call of Duties. You got the Ravens at 1. So we'll be all, and tomorrow I'm watching Indy 250 DC. And the coverage starts at 11:30 a.m. I'm watching that. So tomorrow's going to be busy between flipping to that and the Yankees play tomorrow afternoon as well. Oh, forget it. I'm going to be busy. So yeah, it's crazy going back to the Call of Duties. Because I haven't even finished the last one. I pre-ordered it and I didn't even play it. It's so stupid. One of our players got what? One of our players got arrested yesterday on the Ravens? What the And then teams are asking the Giants for one of their receivers. No. Giants, do not trade your receivers. Do not touch that. Give Jackson as much weapons as he can possibly get. Do not trade any receivers. There are teams asking about a specific player. Family Feud, it's possible. I like to do Family Feud like we're watching something and not just doing Family Feud. Mom is telling me to shut up already. She's in the backyard sitting on the table. She can hear me. I can hear her. Swiper, have a great one. CB, Navy Mom, Debs. I'll see about that tonight. It depends on how tired I am later. Martin, CB. Did I say you twice? He was down in Georgia and smashed the driver's side window while his girlfriend and baby... Oh, Jesus Christ. The Jets beat the Steelers? I don't follow the Jets. I'm a Giants fan. They got Geno Smith back. I mean, what? Who else? Will. I said Navy Mom. Everybody that's in there, have a great weekend. Martin, we'll see what happens tonight. I might play Modern Warfare 2. Yes, Mom, I'm getting off right now. All up in you. Josh. All of you. Thomas. I'm scrolling. Anybody I may have missed. Have a great rest of your afternoon, morning, whatever it is. Have a great weekend. Please, I'm Jets Mets. Oh, Jesus. I feel for you, Josh. KJ. Check those models out. I did. I opened up the links. It was almost $300 for that Lego Artemis. That's ridiculous. I'm getting off now, Mom. I'll be right there. Anyway, love to all of you. Be well, be blessed, be safe. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back later.